They may have lost Sacred Hammer, but the Pioneers are still rolling as they head down to Charlottesville Cruiser, aka Scott Stadium, or was it something else, to take on number 5 Virginia. With Mr. GameCube, I'm SNW, and this will be a very fun one. Ain't that right?
I'm very much looking forward to this game. This is going to be a very interesting game for Sacred Heart to see how well they can match up without the Sacred Hammer. But it is going to be a tough ask against this Virginia, high-powered Virginia team. But off to a strong start with both Goldship and RP getting on base with nobody out.
And here comes Sacred Mario. On the very windy night, and stormy probably as well.
There is not a cloud.
Oh no, it's a bobble
by
It's fair.
Red Piazza is going to beat the throw, or rather, go uncontested as Berto throws home. Instead of second, probably could have gotten RP out there. Base is loaded for Green Shy Guy. Ground ball.
Oh no!
Fielded by Greg.
It's 1-0.
But Goldship does cross home, and that's the first run for Sacred Heart. Mario slaps.
Oh,
what?
Shy Guy bubble.
Okay.
It's 2-0.
So that was not the typical dive animation for Greg. He went for a bunny dash and completely missed. I've never seen that in all my years of watching Sluggers. Unbelievable.
The Hammerless Hearts are up 2-0 against number 5.
This time, Greg goes for the dive to get the final out of the inning. But a 2-run lead for Sacred Heart is definitely a strong start for them. As we now go to Virginia's lineup, leading off with Wiggler, followed by PD, followed by Berto. Not what you want to see from Wiggler charging for strike 1. Wiggler slaps deep to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. And up to bat is the star of Virginia's lineup, P. Piranha, who's going to line one deep. Nope, that's going to be very shallow, in fact. And that is going to be the first out. Unfortunate for PD.
Look at that bat from Berto.
Yeah. By the way, can we just say how awesome these textures look? Big shout out to our texture team.
The texture team popping off as always.
Which we can't say the same for Virginia right now. Down 2, and Greg is going to ground 1 to Green Shot Guy for the final out of the inning. Well, a very interesting start to this game as Sacred Heart leads 2-0, getting into the Koopa lineup of Sacred Heart. Leading off is one of the paratroopers. I'm not sure which paratrooper this is because I think they're both the same, except one is red or green. This is green paratrooper who lines one out to PD. Meanwhile, green Koopa will also line to PD for the second out. And this is red para. Ooh, the white is a really nice touch to his shell. Charges, but takes the pitch for strike 1. Ooh, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Slaps one up the middle. It's gonna get that's not gonna get past Grey Guy. He's gonna field that one for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers as we go to the bottom of the second with Bowser looming for the Cavaliers. Leading off this inning is going to be Dry Bones. Going to charge, but takes the curveball for strike 1. Charges deep left. That's going to be a home run. Oh, that's just foul. That is the closest I've seen to a home run being foul. That is insane how close that was. As this time, Dry Bones will slap for a base hit. If there was a foul pole on Daisy Cruiser, that definitely would have hit the foul pole.
Here comes Captain Bowser. Potentially for an equalizer.
Let's see if RP can minimize the damage here as Bowser launches one deep left. That's staying fair. Is it?
What did I
Yes.
say?
Oh. And there is your equalizer from Bowser himself. Great. UVA a bit late, but still in this game now. As the score is tied, bringing up throw zone. It's taking both pitches from RP for strike 1 and 2. This time slaps. That's going to be caught by green guy. Excuse me. That will be the first out of this inning.
On to Tiny.
Tiny Kong slaps. That one's going to be caught by Mario, who is playing at shortstop, I imagine, so that when and if RP does get tired, he moves to the shortstop position, which is not a bad position for him to be in after pitching. As Invincible will line one deep to Paragoomba, who will catch it for the final out, but the 2-run shot by Bowser does tie this game as we head back to the top of the lineup for the Pioneers. And leading off is Gold Ship, of course. The ship tilted left. One's going to be lying deep to left. No, that's going to get caught by Tiny Kong in center field.
Here comes RP.
RP with a nice slap. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the curve of the ship is going to force
Not
Tiny
by
Kong
a
into
cheap
one of the
cheeps.
cheap, and that's going to be a nice double for RP. Right, Sacred Mario now up to bat. Charges, lines one to right. That's Invincible just kind of stood there, didn't make an effort to try and trap the ball, but just let it bounce, and that's going to be a base hit for Mario. Runners on the corners with only one out. Green Shy Guy slaps. That's going to be caught by PD. He's going to throw Birdo for the double play.
Unbelievable throw by PD.
Phenomenal.
Back into the ocean goes Gooper Blooper.
And the ship is once again at equilibrium. Oh, wow. So I'm just noticing this stat. Thank you to the stat keepers for all the work they do in this league. ACC Mario is, I believe, 26 of 38 with a .684 batting average, 17 RBIs, and is that 2 home runs? Incredible stuff. Unfortunately, though, he was traded from Coastal to Sacred Heart. As Birdo lines one deep to right, that's way too
gone.
And gone.
And UVA are in the lead, 5-2.
From the most unexpected of hitters, it wasn't impossible, but Birdo is the one that gets the job done.
It's not just a Birdo dinger, it's a Birdo bomb.
It is in fact a Birdo bomb. And now for something completely different in Gray Shy Guy.
That was a pretty bad contact.
Yeah, that was not ideal contact.
Now for the calcium cannon.
The cannon has indeed been fired. It is a base hit, as this will bring Bowser back up to bat. And let's see if taxes are going to be paid. Ooh, nice strike from RP with the curveball inside. Bowser electing to slap this time, though. He will get one down. That will bring Dragons to at least third. That'll put runners on the corners. Not what you want to see from Bowser, but I mean, it is better than him potentially getting an out. Or hitting with bad contact. So a slap, we take those probably. Frozone now up to bat. Going to ground one to Green Shy Guy. And the throw to first gets the out, but the run will score, and that is going to do it for RP. That's going to bring Mario up to the mound. Kong charges to left. That's going to be caught by Para, and the POW just sails over his head to end the inning with no impact. But 4 runs scored for Virginia. A 6-2 lead they now hold in the top of the 4th as we see the Pioneers coming back up to bat. Leading off in this inning is going to be Baby Mario. Charges, lines one, caught by Petey with a nice jump. That's going to be the first out of this inning for Paragoomba now up to bat. Paragoomba slaps. That's going to be fielded by Petey. He's going to be able to make a throw. Yes, he is. That'll be the second out. Paragoomba just doesn't have enough speed on him. This time, Green Paratroopa up the bat, who's going to line one, caught by Greg on the dive, and that will be a 3-up, 3-down for the Pioneers. Not what you want to see since the first inning. They have been held scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
All right. Whoever this me is.
I believe that is Invincible from the animated series. As he, terrible contact, lines one to RP for the first out. Star pitch from Mario. I don't know why he's called Invincible, because he's very visible, and he's very vulnerable a lot of times. From what I can tell, he gets beat up by his dad a lot. Yes, I see everyone has made the joke. As PD lines one to right center field, that's going to get down for a base hit. And Berto trying to go yard again, but this one's going to be a weight room moment. That's going to be caught by Green Para in right field, and that will end the inning. Pioneers able to make a stand on defense, but they need to get something going on offense to get back into this game. And leading off for them this inning is going to be Green Koopa. Koopa the Quick, as he is known in this league, as well as the ASA. Koopa lines one deep left, but it curves just at the last second, going foul. This time he slaps, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
And here comes Paratroopa. Probably
Charges
the right one, I don't
with
know.
one chem on, but not going to be enough as the buddy jump
Should've
will
booed it.
secure the out. Tiny Kong getting slapped by the Cheep Cheep while walking back to her position. Gold ship now at the bat. Flaps. Gets just over Petey. Oh, but the POW hit Koopa as well on the base path, and that's going to be the second out. Very unfortunate situation for Sacred Heart as RP slaps the center, though, and gets runners on first and second. Mario now bat with a chance to put the Pioneers back in this game. 2 runners on with chemistry, but he's not charging. He is going to slap. That is going to get down for a base hit to left center. That is going to bring Gold Ship home. Ball slowly rolling. The runners will advance, and RP will make it to third on the buddy throw. Yeah, the tilt of the ship really messed that up for the outfielders there. As Green Shy Guy steps up to bat for Sacred Heart, charges, takes for strike one. This one deep to center. That's going to get down. That's going to bring Mario around third base. He's going to round for home. Close play at the plate. And Dry Bones supplies the tag, and Mario is out at home. Great play by the outfield to get that ball in. And unfortunate, Mario was just not able to beat the throw. And that will end the rally for the Pioneers. They are now only down 2, but still a bit of ground to make up, and they do have Bowser looming in the 3 spot, coming up to bat next. After Greg will take for strike 1. Green Shy Guy with amazing dive to get the first out of this inning.
Finally, my connection's good again.
Oh, okay. Okay, Dry Bones now up to bat. Charges deep to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. So about halfway through this game, it's still only 2 runs, but now with Bowser up to bat, you begin to wonder, is Sacred Heart going to be able to hold down on defense? Oh, Bowser does elect to slap, though, so that's... If you're Sacred Heart, you're like, oh, okay, we take that. I did not realize we were watching OSU Bowser, because I could have sworn we were watching Sacred Heart and Virginia play. As Frozone will ground 1 to RP for the double play off to Shy Guy, off to Gold Ship. And that will end the inning. No runs scored for UVA. This is another chance for the Pioneers to crawl back into this game, as Blooper will be leaning the ship to the right, with Baby Mario leading off. You know what would be really peak right now? A Baby Mario home run on Cruiser. But unfortunately, we will not be seeing that today, as Baby Mario lines 1 to Shy Guy for the first out. Meanwhile, Paragoomba steps up to bat. That one caught by PD on another dive for the second out. Green Paratroopa now up to bat. Next one to left for a base hit. That will bring up Koopa the Quick. That's going to be bobbled by Petey. The POW also gets Tiny Kong, and that will advance Paratroopa. He rounds third going. No, he elects to retreat, and he will stay at third. Runs on second and third. A great POW off the bobble. As Red Para will now step up. Charges. Takes for strike 1. This is a good opportunity for Sacred Heart to get some points on the board. And that one's going to be lined deep to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Tiny Kong has to attack the Chief. That's going to bring in 2 runs. And it is once again tied. We are at 6-6 here in Virginia. Excellent base running by the Koopas. Solid hit by Red Para, as Wiggler now showing how tired he is on the mound, as Gold Ship steps up to bat. Wiggler electing to remain on the mound for this pitch, as Gold Ship will slap to PD, and that will be the final out of the inning, but just the response Sacred Heart needed to stay in this game. Tied at 6, we head to the bottom of the 6, where the Cavaliers will have a chance to reclaim the lead.
Unbelievable.
Great stuff. You love to see this. Tiny Kong now charging. Takes for ball 1. That not great contact, as RP will throw to Gold Ship for the first out. Now, if you're Virginia, you really want to get to PD, so you can't afford that many outs right now. So Invincible is going to have to make an effort to get on base, but that's going to be line drive straight to Green Shy Guy. That was the worst case scenario. Wiggler now with only 1 out to play with cannot afford to get out here right before PD. You would like to have some runners on for him to give him that Ken boost. That one, a deep slap to left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's what you want to see from him, as it sets up PD. Mario unleashes the star pitch for strike one. PD does not elect to swing. PD charges his time, but curveball outside. Great eyes by PD, even though he does not have eyes on his face. As he line drives deep to center field, that's going to be it. Just off the wall, it's going to be a base hit. That's going to advance Wiggler to third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. This is another chance for Berto to drive in an RBI to get Virginia back in the lead. Berto slaps. That's going to be caught by Green Shy Guy, and that will end this inning with 4 runs for Virginia. Great defensive showing from Sacred Heart here in the second half of this game as we go to the top of the 7th with RP leading off for the Pioneers. A chance to reclaim the lead that they haven't had since the first inning. And with the ship tilted to the right, this is probably the best chance for RP to hit a home run, but he's going to slap. That's going to get just past PD to the outfield. That's going to be a base hit for him, though. And he's going to potentially set up Mario, though, as Wiggler is still very frustrated with his showing on the mound. Despite everything he's done to keep Virginia ahead, it's all unraveling. PD, though, making a nice dive, who will then turn a double play. That's going to clear the bases for Green Shy Guy. He takes the changeup for strike one. Slaps. That could be... Oh, no, bobbled by Greg, but that's going to be caught by Invincible out at right field to end the inning. That will be 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers in the most crucial inning, and that leaves Bowser looming for Virginia as Greg will step up to bat. Takes the curveball for strike one. Greg lines one deep to right. That's going to get down. Para bobbles it for a second, but recovers. That'll still only be a base hit. Meanwhile, Drybone steps up to bat. Charges. Plays deep to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That gets past Peregrine, but that will advance Greg. Greg will reach third. Drybones will reach second, and his runners on second and third with nobody out. And guess who was up
RBI
to
chance
bat?
for Bowser.
An RBI chance. Mario is going to put everything into these pitches, I think, to try and force extras. Oh, Bowser, what are you doing? You're showing Star Swing. Okay, he not to show Star Swing, but he is trying to slap. He's not charging anymore. What is Bowser doing? 2 strikes behind. Charges. Lines went deep left. There's no doubt about it. See you later. Walk off for Bowser.
Unbelievable.
Made that at-bat a little more dramatic than it needed to be, but wow, what a shot. No doubt about it. Virginia walks it off. Funny number. Everybody's happy except for Sacred Heart. Final score